Hello, hello. Let me make sure we are officially live. There's always this beautiful delay. Welcome, everyone. It looks like we are live. If we haven't met, my name is Catherine Hood. I am a diabetes prevention health coach. I help many people overcome the challenges, the barriers, and the fear of having either prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Also, I would say most of my clients are on a weight loss journey trying to prevent type 2 diabetes, right? Well, I love working with everyone, whatever your needs are. I come alongside you, I help you, I guide you, and we do it together. Everybody's journey is different. There's no two alike. But what I like to do is every Tuesday, I love to come in this group and talk to you guys about a topic that's either weighing heavy on my heart or something I'm seeing a lot in the group or a lot in conversations I'm having on the phone. If we haven't talked, you and I, let's set up a 30-minute time and let's talk about your challenges, your barriers. What are your goals? I'd love to meet you. I'd love to help you in any way, shape, or form. So reach out to me, private message me. Please don't think that it's a bother or a nuisance. Please, please, please private message me. Also, before I begin on the topic, know that this is your group. If you have a challenge, if you have a barrier, and it's anything having to do with lifestyle, health, anything like that, please post a new thread. Share with us what's going on, or maybe you actually accomplished something. You ran a marathon, you hit your goal weight, or whatever it is. Maybe you just walked a mile today and that was really something you want everyone to cheer you on about. We are here for you. We want to cheer you on. Maybe you made a recipe that's healthy. You turned something that's unhealthy into healthy. I don't know, whatever it is, share it with the group. Let us cheer you on or help you with whatever's going on. I love this group. It's ever growing. I think we're at 2,200. If you know other like-minded or people that need help, add them to the group. We'd love to meet them. Okay, so what I want to talk to you guys about today that I'm really passionate about, and I'm actually seeing a lot in the group and conversations, is the words that we say. The words that we say to ourselves, the things that we're thinking, we need to be mindful of. Because those things that we say or those thoughts that we have generate a feeling. That feeling then generates an action. Okay, so things like, I'm starving, saying those things, first off, is that really true? Probably not. Comment below if it is true, because if it is, we all need to send you food. We are not starving here, right? But maybe you're saying, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Or maybe you're saying, I'm dying of hunger, or thinking it. What does that generate? That generates higher stress. That generates a higher cortisol. It creates this need to feed self, right? Then we make bad choices because we've told our brain that we are starving. We could eat a horse that we're dying. Our bodies are designed for survival. They're not designed to look sexy, lean, mean, hot, amazing. It's not designed but just to survive. So when you're telling your brain and you're having these thoughts, I'm starving, I'm hungry, and you start going down the drain of I'm dying, it's not true. Please stop saying that. If you catch yourself saying that, stop. And 3 times say something positive. Okay, I'm noticing I'm feeling a little hungry. It's been 2.5 hours since I ate. What do I have healthy to eat in the next 30-40 minutes? I have food prepared. I'm going to choose to wait 20-30 minutes and eat that food. Say it over and over and over again. Reassure your brain. Your brain is like a 2-year-old running around like a crazy maniac trying to protect you. And if you're telling it you're starving, you're going to make bad choices. You're going to set yourself up to binge eat and make bad choices and eat way too much. So the things that you're thinking, the things that you're saying, stop and be more mindful of. Oftentimes these things are said subconsciously. They're deep in our brains and our thoughts, or things that we've said over and over and over and over and over again for years. Make it unfamiliar. Stop saying it. So when you do say it, when you think it, say 3 times something positive. Okay, I'm getting the signal that I'm starting to get hungry. Look at what time it is. Be more mindful. Again, we are meant to survive. Our hunger mechanism in our body is to prevent us from starvation. It's there for a reason. It's there for a purpose. So it is the number one concern of the body, is dying of starvation. It's not war. It's not, I don't know, it's not surviving, tax season. It's our body, our number one survival mechanism is to prevent starvation. So our brains are going to be programmed to stop that. So what's the truth? Yeah, I need to eat. It's time. It's well past time to eat, so I need to eat. But again, I will choose to wait and eat my healthy meal that I have prepared versus that Kit Kat or whatever that is. Because remember, every day we are bombarded with 200 food choices minimum. 200. Radio advertisements, TV advertisements, bulletin boards. We're getting all these flashes, all this stuff in social media. Pinterest is the worst. Oh my goodness. I was in there earlier today trying to look up some decorative ideas, and it was just like food. It was crazy. Probably 200 food choices right then and there. I won't lie. There was one that I pinned. But still, we are faced with so much in our society. Our food, the way food is in our society, it's just like the center of our universe. We've got to change that. You don't see advertisements for broccoli ever. It's Coca-Cola and Oreos or Doritos or all these things that have terrible, terrible chemicals and things that we need to be avoiding, and sugar. So I choose to eat something healthy. I'm hungry. I notice that. I'm noticing that. I'm taking notice of that, but I choose to eat something healthy. When we say that we think that we're starving, we're often tempted by the first food that comes into view, right? That vending machine, that soda machine, that gas station, pull over, or fast food joint, right? Again, over 200 food choices a day. Say, no, stop, no, keep going. I can't tell you the last time I've been through a drive-thru. Actually, I lie. I did take my daughter through a drive-thru on the way back from Montana. Does that count? I didn't order anything. I was like, no thanks. But our mind's job is to keep us alive. Remember that. So the hunger, the starvation, that is a mechanism in there. But what we say to ourselves is very, very important. So our mind's job is not to make us happy as much as we want it to. You have to be intentional in creating your happiness. You have to speak kindly to yourself. Be gentle and say words of, I am amazing, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I have everything I need, I'm happy. If you say these things over and over again, your mind will believe it. If you say things in the negative connotation, and I'm not going to say them because I don't want them in my brain, what you end up doing is you keep going spiraling downhill, down into that drain. So finding happiness, you have to be intentional. It is your thoughts that create the feelings and then create the actions. So if your thoughts are positive, you're going to feel positive. When you feel positive, you're going to make positive actions, positive choices. So say nice things. I am statements. I am amazing. I love my life. I'm lucky. These are some of the things that I say. Personally, you can steal them if you want. So what are the thoughts that you have, right? What are the thoughts that are running in your mind? Maybe from this point forward, really listen to them. Listen to what you're saying. One of the ones that came up for me last year when I was learning a lot about this, that I did not know, that I did almost every single day. When my daughters would leave or my husband would leave, I would say, are you leaving me? They thought that was normal. They're like, Mom always says that. And they blew it off. But when I was taking this course, I was starting to be more mindful, and I was listening to the words that I was thinking and the words that I was saying, and that one came up. Are you leaving me? Like they were just leaving to go to school or go to work or just leaving to go to the gym. And I would say that. Why? Because remember, we are all born pretty much identical, right? We all are born an empty slate, brand new. So it always comes back to something happened to me to cause that. And there was, right? I've had people, my mother leave me at 2 years old is what it came back to. And when I had that realization, feelings and emotions came out of that. So I have caught myself saying that a couple of times since that revelation, but I caught myself and I was like, whoo. And it's a need, and I notice it, right? So it's a subconscious that says those things or thinks those things, but they're easy to correct, right? You just have to reassure yourself. Yeah, they're not leaving. They might be leaving for 15 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, or they're going to be back tomorrow. Like, it's just, you have to reassure your brain that everything's okay. That person's not leaving you forever. It's temporary. So that's just one example. That's a personal example of me, and hopefully a little insight on me. So, yeah, so you're not broken. Nobody's broken. We're all fixable. Hi, Michael. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for saying hi. But yes, is there someone in your life or your past that maybe shamed you? That's another one. Maybe, again, this point forward, you're starting to listen to the things that you say to yourself or think or say aloud. It's oftentimes something that has occurred in your life. Maybe you're body shamed by a family member, parent, sibling, a bully at school. Sometimes those things stick with us and stay with us for a long time. Things that are said that stick with us is, like, oh my God, you're so, fat, or you're so skinny. And, because it goes both ways, right? It's not just shaming on being overweight. I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't matter what size you are, you will get shamed by somebody, right? But some of those things stick with us. And, one of them that's pretty popular with women is maybe when they were young, especially in that really important area of their life when they're 12 to 14, if someone looked at them or maybe someone else, they witnessed someone looking at someone or themselves and in a sexual way that were like, oh my gosh, that, look at her, she's so hot. They might have it in their brain that I don't want anybody to talk to me like that or look at me like that. So sometimes that creates this unhealthy relationship with their body, and they gain weight to prevent that from ever happening. It's a fear. It's a safety. It's a mechanism. So if saying you're overweight, if you're overweight or underweight, maybe it has a role for you. It's a protection. So what is it for you? Is it something, maybe you've struggled with your weight your entire life. When did it start? Go back to that. When did this start? What happened in your life that triggered that? Maybe there's some thoughts or feelings that need to be addressed. Fix those, and then let's create a healthy lifestyle. So, but again, the main topic of what I wanted to talk about today is the thoughts and feelings that you have, right? The thoughts that you have internally to yourself that raise right before maybe you binge eat, or the thoughts that you have before when you start your moods change. That's a pretty common one. You're like, maybe at certain times of day you're eating way more than you should. What are the thoughts that you're saying, or what are the things that you're saying out loud? Go back to that. Or when that time comes, be real mindful. Like, what am I saying to myself? I can't do it. I'm not worthy. I'm not, no one cares. Are these things that are being said or thought? Again, if you say those things or think those things, say 3 things positive to yourself right away. If you need help with any of this, message me. So what are you telling yourself? Remember, is it true or is it a lie, right? Most likely it's a lie. Most likely it's not true. Most likely it's something that's protecting you. Most likely it's something deep-rooted, something that's been with you for a very long time, like mine, since I was 2. Fear of heights, is also another one. We're not born fear of heights. Something happened. Something happened that you may or may not remember when you were little. Fear of a roller coaster. Have you ever been to an amusement park and you see people on there screaming? Are they scared or are they happy or are they excited? But if you're saying I'm starving, again, that's not true. It's not true at all. You have food. We all have an abundance amount of food. We have it available to us. No matter what your financial stature is, it's there, it's available. We're not starving. COVID is a great example. What are you saying about COVID? What are you saying about being in, social distancing? What are you saying about it? What are you telling yourself? What are you thinking? Is it positive or is it negative? Your perspective on things and what you think about it results in your feelings and results in your actions. And you can go down the drain of negativity really quick. For me, started today where I live locally. They've changed things. They've made it more difficult where I live. But how am I looking at it? I'm viewing it as more time to work on my programs. I have hundreds of programs ready to go. I just need to upload them and record them in Udemy and supply them to you guys. It's more time, right? It allows me more time and space to work on the things that I love. That's what I'm using as my positive movement forward. So the things that I'm saying to myself, the things that I'm thinking creates those feelings. And I'm excited about that, right? I'm joyful and it creates more action. Alcohol is another one, a common one that I'm getting really heavily right now with COVID is I need the alcohol to relax. I'm so stressed out. You're stressed out. Are you watching the news? Are you watching your news feed on social media? What's stressing you out? Maybe that needs to be cut from your day. Take it out. Detox for a week, whatever that is. If it's TV, it's radio, it's social media. Are you checking things too much? Detox for a week. See if you improve. See if you feel better and don't need the alcohol to relax or forget, right? We're drowning those feelings. So work on the thoughts that you're having about whatever the situation is, and then your feelings will change, and then your actions will change. But talk kindly to yourself. Don't let criticism in. So somebody says something terrible to you on Facebook. I had one today, and I don't even remember what it was. But guess what? Block. I don't even remember what it was. I don't even care. Have you ever been on Reddit and been roasted? I have. Thousands of comments roasting me. Guess what? I didn't let it in. If you have a problem with criticism, that is one way to solve it. And what it is it's a way to stick yourself out there, be extremely vulnerable, and not respond to a single one. Not read a single one. Try it, right? So if you have a hard time, sorry, I got something in my eyeball. If you have a hard time with rejection, go out there and get rejected 100 times. Make it a goal. There's actually a YouTube on that. It's really good. But know that you are enough and say that to yourself often. I am enough. Because remember, your thoughts or what you say become feelings, and your feelings become those actions that either take you closer to your goal or further away from your goal. All right. Hope you're still here, Michael. Anyways, thank you guys. That was all I had today. I did go over my 15 minutes, but barely. As always, I enjoy every bit of this group. I enjoy the conversations. I enjoyed this month's ab challenge. I'm doing it every day. After about day 3, I realized, you know what? I'm going to change the challenge up for myself personally. So every day I do whatever the workout is for 2 solid minutes. And I'm enjoying that. It's fun. There's some ab workouts in there that I programmed that I haven't done in a long time. So that's really fun and exciting. I hope that you challenge yourself and try them at least. I'm thinking next month is going to be more aimed towards this positivity, this body positivity, these thoughts that we have, goal setting or something along those lines. I know I posted a thread on that and several of you were like, yes, let's do it. So I'm kind of working on that. It's kind of like in the works, but I think it would be a good month to do it too, December. And with all the things that we've had going on this year, I think it would be a really good time to do that. So, all right. Yay, good, Michael. Thank you for enjoying it. Yeah. So let me know, message me, Michael, if you have something that's playing in your mind. You know, what are the negative thoughts that you have towards yourself, your goals, or things that you want to achieve in your life? I'd love to know what that is, and let's reverse that. Let's fix that. And again, be more mindful and be aware of what you're thinking and saying. I think that's probably the biggest message I have for you. All right. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.